Hey there guys, welcome back to Let's Play Crash Bandicoot 2. In the last episode, we completed the third and the fourth level in this world, I believe. It's been a while since I recorded. I recorded a lot in advance, actually, so... Today, let's just head straight into Crash Dash, level 5. Last level of this world, or this warp room, or whatever you want to call it, that we need to complete. And yeah, so a lot of stuff has happened ever since I recorded the last episode. Most important thing being, I graduated, which is really exciting. It still hasn't really hit me yet. I still feel the same as always, though it does feel weird to have a vacation now. I actually have to go back to, well, to work, I guess, later today. I have to go sign a contract because I'm getting hired temporarily, which is also pretty exciting. Even though it's only temporary, it is my first actual job that I'm gonna be paid for, so... Oh god. So, yeah. It still feels really weird to me that after being in college for like 6 years, it feels really weird to actually be done with school now. But I'm really happy that I have some time off until pretty much the end of next month. Or actually, by the time this goes up, it'll probably be like July. So by the end of this month is when I have until the end of this month to relax and unwind a bit from everything that I've been going through these last sorry. I kind of had to concentrate there because it's actually really hard to time these sometimes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and it breaks on the 10th hit, so 6, 7, 8, 9. See, I can't really count these. I already lost count. Oh, that was not the last one. Well, yeah, see, that's what happens when I try to talk while bouncing on those. Let me just do that again, and I'll cut back to that. 8, 9, 10. Hit that one, and there we go. That was much better. It helps that I can actually focus on the counting. One thing that I didn't bring up the last time we saw a bonus section that looked like that, like in the trees, those remind me a lot of the ones in Crash 1. And I'm pretty sure that's actually what they're supposed to resemble, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I'm actually not too sure if that snowball will break that box. It'll break some boxes if it runs over them, but not all of them. So some of the boxes that are off to the side won't get broken by it. I'm pretty sure, yeah. Oh, it doesn't break them. Okay, I guess we'll have to kill ourselves then, because I need those boxes, and we are apparently right at the end of the level already. I didn't realize this level was so short. So, one thing that I should mention, and, well, if it isn't already obvious, this is very reminiscent of a level, of some of the levels in Crash 1, where you had the boulder chasing you. This, however, is much more forgiving. You already saw me hit, like, multiple obstacles early on in the level, and I was technically still fine. Yeah, these levels have been made a lot easier than they were in Crash 1. You see, in Crash 1 I would have died just from doing that, and here I actually live. So they made these a little bit easier. They're still pretty challenging because there's a lot more obstacles in your way now. And especially if you want to get all the boxes, you have to do stuff like that and kill yourself, because, yeah, that's apparently what happens. Alright, let's try this again. Hit those boxes, hit these last 3, and... oh, get out of there. I think we did it. Yes! We got the gem. So, that completes the last level of this first warp room. And I think we're gonna be fighting our first boss here pretty soon. And let's just skip Crash's funky dance again.
Listen up. We are not without enemies. Some of them you may even recognize. Although they cannot harm you inside this warp room, they can attack you on your way to the next way. To get to the next warp room, use the platform that appears in the center of the room. Good luck.
Yep, so you might have noticed this thing in the middle here. We can actually take this thing up. And that should take us to our next boss, because obviously they're not gonna let you go to the next warp room that easily. And this first boss should look familiar. Yep, we have Ripperoo again, if you remember him from the first game. He's actually a bit trickier in this one than he was in the last one. He's also a lot more insane than he used to be. And he can place nitros by jumping, apparently. So, all you really need to do for this fight is just stay out of the range of those things that explode, his TNTs and his nitros, and you should be fine. However, there are certain... It's basically like his last nitro field. I'm not too sure what he does with that. See, with this one, the pattern's pretty obvious. And it's really easy to figure out where you gotta stand, but on this last one, it's gonna be a lot trickier to stand on the left here. I pretty much remember his pattern up to the last one, and then after that, I guess we'll see what happens, and hopefully I won't die here. Oh man. I think we have to stand over here! Yep, that was it. You don't get very much room, but if you just figure out where to stand, this boss fight is not really that bad. It can be a little tricky in that last one, because the nitros are a lot more spread out, and they're not really placed in a pattern, so... I had a lot of trouble with that one as a child. I didn't notice that tiny little area at the bottom where you could stand, so...
I see that Ripperoo failed to prove much of a challenge yet again. But back to business. There are crystals to be gathered, 20 to be exact. The planets will align shortly, all 13 of them, and this will create a power great enough to rip the Earth apart. Properly utilized, however, the crystals can absorb and contain the energy.
Crash, is that you? I've been looking everywhere. I don't have much time to tell you this. You have to be careful. Trusting Cortex seems a little unwise. Crash, I can't keep the data path open this longer. Crash, you need to find...
So, the one thing I don't really understand about this is how Coco is communicating with us, because I'm pretty sure at the start of the game we established that her battery died, so I don't know, maybe she got herself a new battery or something? So, yeah, we still have quite a bit of time left, actually, because there's a couple of things I need to cut out, so let's just head straight into the first level of the last warp room. This new warp room here, not the last one. The last warp room we pretty much 100% completed, except for one thing, which is the blue gem, which we can't get right now. Or, not the blue gem, what am I saying? The red gem! The red gem is what we can't get. Uh-oh. Don't explode, please. I was expecting that to be alive. That was actually very risky. We have sliding penguins and more seals and all kinds of stuff. So, the difficulty in this world is gonna ramp up a little bit, but it's still not too bad. Also, these things don't actually try to spin into them when they have their little spikes out, because you will hurt yourself. I'm pretty sure they are invulnerable in that state. That's actually... oh... we can't do anything with this. This is the red gem path, but as I just said, we don't have the red gem, so... oh, that was dumb! I should have been dead there. I don't know how I survived that. But yeah, we can actually 100% this level, so I'm still gonna collect all the boxes that I can, so that whenever I come back to this level, I can just show you the red gem path and say, okay, you've seen the rest of the level and where the rest of the boxes are. And I won't have to show it again, so this way we'll already have seen the rest of this level. Kinda tricky to see what you're doing here. I think we might need to high jump to get these, or at least, is that all of them? No, there's one over there. I mean, not that it really matters, because we won't be able to get the gem anyway, but still. Let's just slide under that before they fall. And now this is where we need to utilize our high jump again, it seems. And we also have some slippery platforms. Overall, this section is not that bad. Like I said, World 2, not too much different from World 1, still. Some of the levels that are coming up in the later warp rooms, though, oh my god, those are... I mean, this game still is not as hard as Crash 1, but there are still some levels that can be really tricky, especially if you're going for a 100% run, and I'm trying to... Okay, come on now. There we go. I was trying to do it so that TNT wouldn't land on my head. And I think... Well, I think I know I did that, right? Because it didn't land on my head. I'm alive. So, let's move on. And we're already almost at the end of the level. And no green exclamation box for us hiding in there. Actually, have we seen any nitro boxes at all in this level? I don't think we have. If there are, they're probably in that, that red gem section. Anything above here? No. There's actually like a piece of rock sticking out that's kind of blocking my jump, so I imagine there's nothing up there. And the end of the level is already over there, I think. Yep. So, yeah, as you can see, we're missing a lot of boxes there. There's 124 to be had in here, and we only have 63. So, there's a lot of boxes to be had in that red gem path. And hopefully we'll get to that, at a later date, when we actually can get the red gem. Because I think we're actually not too far from getting it. But that's something for next time. Until then, thank you guys for watching, and have a great day.